been an insane project. It started out kind of on pace. Everything was going along smooth. There were some deadlines that were missed and some parts that didn't show up on time. Finally got everything and finished the car, dynoed it just in time basically for grid life. But the transport that we had lined up flaked. The only thing we could do is put it in our trailer and truck and drive out to Michigan. Right after the dyno, basically loaded the car back up in the trailer, grabbed some wheels and tires and some fuel, and off to Michigan. That was a 2,300-mile drive. Tim and I just jumped in the truck and drove. We stopped for gas station food basically and drove all the way there. Showed up on Thursday morning. We were so beat, just dead tired, but pulled up to the track. All the guys from FCP Euro came over to check out the car, and as we opened the back door of the trailer, when they saw it for the first time, just the look and their reaction was worth that whole build process, the whole drive out there.
That's a really good idea, right?
Is that a t-shirt cannon on the hood?
What do you think?
And speechless. That's a lot to take in right away. Like 3 weeks ago, this was just a bare chassis still. No, I don't know if I can make it. I'm gonna have to bring the E46. Nope, we gotta bring it.
What do you think?
I think it's awesome. I mean, I've been dealing driving an F30 for a long time, so I know the car pretty well. And honestly, it's, no offense to F30 owners, they're a little lackluster. Twin World tried to build it into a race car, didn't really work all that well, and like seeing this thing, like maybe pulling the rules away and just letting it go, and obviously with a 6-cylinder engine, like, I'm excited to hear this thing. See this thing go.
This is
The gloss black is
hot.
so cool.
I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't seen much of anything at all. And so when he dropped the trailer, I was like, oh. I'm like a F30 hater, so to see this, I'm like, yeah, this is
Typical E46
they can still
owner,
be
right?
They can still be cool.
Everything after the E46 isn't as good as the E46.
His E46 drift car is like the best car in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that shit-eating grin.
Holy shit, let's see that Lego Molly's blue stuff.
It's all stock. It's all stock. Five power steering pump that we
The power steering
adapted
pump.
to it. The thing has never even run on the track at this point, so it was fresh off the dyno and had never even seen more than just maybe a lap around the block here in first gear just to make sure the brakes work. So pulling it out of the trailer and getting it ready to shake down on Thursday was, you know, that was crazy, and it made the whole trip worthwhile. We did some photo shoot stuff on Thursday before we got the car dirty. Thursday night, they had some on-track stuff going on, some qualifying, I think, for GTLC. So we were allowed to go out there and do some car-to-car video shooting, photo shoot stuff. And while we were doing that, I was able to get the car sideways a little bit and kind of feel out what the car was doing. We did a quick shakedown on the track, and the car is working so well right out of the box. More than I expected. So happy with it. It looks good. It sounds good. It's shooting flames out of the hood. It's driving well. I can't wait for tomorrow and to get some more seat time in it, and really, like, you know, I was in second gear just kind of doing some shakedown stuff, but to get up into fourth or fifth gear down this front straightaway and throw it into that first corner is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. So happy with it so far. Being that it was the first time on track ever in a chassis we've never built or run before, everything was new to us, and the car worked really well. We actually just ended up making a few shock changes, and that was enough to get us pretty dialed in and for the car to work really well all weekend. still need to work on the tuning a little bit. When you tip into throttle, kind of before boost comes on, it's really rich, so it sputters. On the dyno, it's really hard to replicate real world driving situations. You full throttle on the dyno, we get all that mapping done, all of the drivability, really light throttle, going up a hill, 2,500 RPM in your full throttle, all that kind of stuff just needs to be sorted out. So we'll get that done today. And then also intercooler piping popped off. I'm not sure if it's just because everything was like so fresh, like all the silicone hoses and everything. We'll get that on there, tighten back up, and should be good to go.
I'm still impressed. I've been around it for like 24 hours now, fully, and I still keep looking at it. Like, it's just so clean, so well done. Maybe I'm just used to really scrappy, bad projects of my own, that when I see something like this, I'm like, oh, this is what people are capable of. Not that we didn't think that Esso was capable, but it's just too good. And then seeing it out there, it's just like, it's just beautiful.
Quite a few ride-alongs, and the reactions were awesome, especially at night when you could see the anti-lag and the flames coming out of the hood. The passengers were all stoked to be in the car. We had one guy that rode along with us that I think, you know, probably changed his life. He was so excited about it, and to have that type of reaction, for me, to watch somebody else enjoy this car that we just built, spent all this time on and effort, and get out there to the track, the car's running well, and we're putting smiles on faces. It was a great way to wrap up, you know, the entire build process, and really just go out there and shred and have some fun. No, this is just a demo car for now. You know, we'll see how it works.
They got air jacks? It's a race car. Am I gonna fit in here? I'm a little more, I got a little more around the head.
Watch your, there you go, there you go.
It's like, people ask me if I'm a driver, I'm like, yeah. Hell yeah. I'll sign your hat.
You're the last one I needed, but you were nowhere to be found earlier.
That's what he said?
So that means we get lit tonight.
All right, what happened, Asla?
Gave this kid a ride along. It was a lot of fun. Came back in, swapped, and when I went out, I felt something weird, and I thought maybe the tires were like gone already because it felt kind of like slippery going around the first corner. So I was like, okay, no big deal. Like tires are pretty dead, but we'll just go ahead and go out anyway. Went in the first corner and just kind of threw it in. Felt it kind of like binding up in a weird way. So did the other corner, straightened out, and then I started to smell like axle grease. So I basically shut it down and just was cruising, and I could see in the mirror that there was just smoke billowing out of that side because the wheel was basically pushed up against the chassis and just grinding the tire off. And it looks like either a bolt broke. I'm not exactly sure what happened yet, but we'll get into there and look at it and see what's going on. But either way, it tore up the axle boot, and we don't have any spares, so I think we're probably done for the weekend, which sucks. We got 2 sets of tires left, but at the same time, it's the first time out with a car. There's always gonna be little issues, and you know, whenever you have a brand new build, there's always little bugs. So whether we need to put a stronger bolt in there, we'll figure it out.
How does it taste? Not very good. Tastes like 85 or Ignite exhaust more than anything.
It was really good to be out there at Grid Life and see everybody from FCB Euro again. You know, being in SoCal over here and they're in Connecticut, we're pretty far apart. To be able to hang out with those guys again, you know, after the last Grid Life event that we were at before, getting out there and getting back in the groove and partying with them again was a lot of fun. Some good concerts and always good vibes at Grid Life events. So we had a lot of fun out there and ended the event, you know, on a high until we had to jump back in the truck and drive all the way back here. Don't have to rush it too much, but you know, want to get back in the shop and work. I don't even think we made it 100 miles from the track on Sunday morning, and the wheel came off of the trailer. I have no idea why, but it was a whole hub assembly. Basically, the wheel bearing toasted itself and the whole thing came off. I don't know where it came off or when exactly in that hour, but I looked back and I saw the aluminum fender flares on the trailer was like pointed up. Pulled over, checked out, wheels gone, jacked up the trailer, checked all the other wheel bearings, everything was good, all the grease was good, so no idea what happened and why that one decided to fail. I think maybe those roads over there are just so wrecked, hitting potholes and blew the bearing out or something, but it was Sunday morning in kind of the middle of nowhere. No trailer stores were open. We decided to just keep on driving and drive slow, which is not something that you want when you have 2,000 plus miles ahead of you to have to just go 50 miles an hour the whole way. But I figured that would be better than just staying out there, sitting by the truck till Monday and hoping that somebody would have parts to fix it. Monday we were calling places about getting it fixed. Nobody has the parts. They said 6 to 8 weeks. And at that point we were like, well, we're just gonna keep driving and keep checking the tires. And we got back here on, I think Tuesday morning, or no, Wednesday. Tuesday morning, 5 a.m. I don't know, all the days kind of melt together. Either way, we made it back, the car's safe, and it was definitely an epic journey. I want to say thanks to everyone who's watching this video. You guys are basically making it possible. We built this car to do a video series around it and to have a lot of fun, so I hope you guys really enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing more builds like this and more content from us. Subscribe, like it, all that stuff that people do on YouTube. That way you can get more videos like this. We can make more videos and have fun and bring you some more content, bring you some more educational type videos on how to build race cars and why we do the things that we do. I also want to say thanks to everyone who made this build possible. FCP Euro, Bill Stein, Corteco, and Liquimoly. Those guys put up a lot of product and everything to make this happen. And then we have all the other sponsors that came on board after, like Radium, Enki, WiseFab, Clutch Masters, Ignite Racing Fuel, Sparco, Motec, Samsonis, Driveshaft Pro. I mean, I'm just naming these off the top of my head. AKG, but I mean, the list we'll put up of all the sponsors that helped. We didn't use any product that we wouldn't have bought and paid full price for. It's quality stuff, and we use it on all the cars that we build. So check them out, check out all their products, and hopefully if you guys are building a car, you can use some of their stuff as well. You guys have a great day, and see you soon.